Jennifer Lawrence has never shied away from sharing wildly honest, sometimes jaw-dropping stories from her career, but one of her most surprising confessions involves a prescription sleep aid, a legendary co-star, and one of the Hunger Games franchise's most unforgettable scenes. During a candid interview reflecting on her early days playing Katniss Everdeen, Lawrence revealed that she accidentally took Ambien, a powerful sleep medication, right before filming a pivotal dance scene opposite Philip Seymour Hoffman in the Hunger Games, Catching Fire. The admission instantly became Hollywood lore, perfectly capturing Lawrence's trademark mix of chaos, vulnerability, and humor. A scene that required total focus. The moment in question takes place in Catching Fire when Katniss attends President Snow's lavish Capitol party and encounters Hoffman's character, Plutarch Heavensbee, for the first time. The scene culminates in a surreal dance sequence, one loaded with subtext, political danger, and emotional tension. For Katniss, the dance isn't just polite Capitol entertainment. It's a test of survival. Every smile, every movement, every glance could mean life or death. The stakes are sky high, and the scene demanded absolute focus from Lawrence, who was still adjusting to the pressure of leading one of the biggest franchises in the world. Instead, she found herself in a haze. "I took Ambien by accident." According to Lawrence, she mistakenly took Ambien instead of her usual medication shortly before filming. Ambien, commonly prescribed for insomnia, can cause drowsiness, disorientation, memory gaps, and a dream-like mental state, hardly ideal conditions for filming a complex, dialogue-heavy scene with one of the most respected actors of his generation. Lawrence later admitted she didn't immediately realize what was happening. As the medication kicked in, she became increasingly loopy, unfocused, and strangely calm, even as cameras rolled and Hoffman delivered his character's cryptic lines with razor-sharp precision. What could have been a disaster somehow turned into cinematic magic. Dancing through the fog. The dance scene itself is intentionally strange. The Capitol is decadent, theatrical, and unsettling, and Plutarch's behavior is meant to feel off-kilter. In hindsight, Lawrence's Ambien-induced state may have inadvertently enhanced the moment's eerie tone. Rather than playing Katniss with rigid control, Lawrence leaned into instinct. Her reactions were softer, slower, more uncertain, qualities that worked perfectly for a character navigating unfamiliar psychological territory. Director Francis Lawrence reportedly never suspected anything was wrong. The scene unfolded smoothly, and Lawrence delivered a performance that felt natural, nuanced, and emotionally grounded, despite being, in her own words, barely functioning. Philip Seymour Hoffman, the ultimate scene partner. One reason the scene succeeded, Lawrence has suggested, is Philip Seymour Hoffman himself. Already regarded as one of the greatest actors of his generation, Hoffman brought an effortless authority and calm to every set he stepped onto. Lawrence has spoken many times about how safe he made her feel as a young actor. His presence grounded scenes, guided energy, and allowed co-stars to trust their instincts, even when things went slightly off-script. In the dance sequence, Hoffman's steady, controlled performance anchored Lawrence, giving her something solid to respond to even while under the influence of an accidental sleep aid. A memory that became more meaningful. Following Hoffman's tragic death in 2014, stories like this one took on deeper emotional weight for Lawrence. What was once a funny behind-the-scenes anecdote became a cherished memory of working alongside someone she deeply admired. She has often credited Hoffman with teaching her professionalism, generosity, and the importance of staying present, lessons that shaped her approach to acting long after the Hunger Games wrapped. "I learned so much just watching him," Lawrence has said in past interviews. "He was kind, patient, and completely dedicated to the work." When chaos creates authenticity, Hollywood loves perfection, but moments like this reveal how unpredictability can sometimes enhance performance. Lawrence's Ambien mishap didn't derail the scene, it humanized it. The vulnerability, the slight disorientation, the quiet tension all translated beautifully on-screen. Fans watching Catching Fire would never guess that one of its most memorable Capitol moments was filmed under such unusual circumstances. Instead, they see a perfectly calibrated interaction between two characters circling each other in a dangerous political dance. It's a reminder that filmmaking is rarely as polished behind the scenes as it appears on-screen, and that sometimes, even mistakes become part of the magic. A classic Jennifer Lawrence story. In true Jennifer Lawrence fashion, she shared the story not for shock value, but with self-deprecating humor. Her willingness to admit imperfections, especially in such a high-pressure, high-profile role, has long endeared her to fans. The Ambien confession fits neatly into her legacy of candid moments, tripping on the Oscars stairs, oversharing in interviews, and laughing at herself long before the internet could do it for her. Yet beneath the humor is a deeper truth about growth, trust, and collaboration, and about how one unforgettable dance scene became even more remarkable once the real story emerged. Looking back with gratitude, years later, The Hunger Games remains a defining chapter in Lawrence's career, and her scenes with Philip Seymour Hoffman stand among the franchise's strongest. Knowing what happened behind the camera only adds another layer of appreciation. What could have been a nightmare day on set turned into a testament to instinct, professionalism, and the quiet brilliance of an actor who knew how to elevate everyone around him, even when his scene partner had accidentally taken a sleep pill.